morning, everybody. It's David coming back at you from Zone 5B in the southwest suburbs of Chicago, Illinois, on this beautiful and sunny June 13th day. The weather in Zone 5B has been wacky. This week, we had severe storms 3 of the days of the week, and I am very happy to say that all of my plants, even my young tomato plants, survived the storm. That's one of the good things about this string trellis method. It gives them some sway so they can move in the breeze, but it protects them enough that they don't snap in the breeze. So I am taking advantage of this early morning weather to come and finish my bucket garden. I do have some cucumber starts that I bought last week that I really need to get up potted. So I'm filling my buckets. What I'm doing is using the same potting mix that was in them last year and rejuvenating it by mixing it in with some of my raised bed mix that I bought in bulk, adding some more fertilizer, mixing it up to make sure there were no big chunks of roots in there, and then putting it back in the buckets. And so far, the mix that I've gotten has been really, really satisfying. So I'm really happy about that. Let me give you a really quick garden update over here. Sweet potatoes are starting to take off. The green onions that I got in early are looking huge. My smaller ones are also coming along. My tomatoes are starting to bounce back. I do have some curtain call tomatoes on a couple of my plants. And I had to come out earlier this week and clip up some of the bigger plants in the back to their string trellis. But you see, I still have a ton of room for them to grow. The basil that I put in that bed is also thriving. Down here, our regular potatoes are still doing really well. We have some flowers on our strawberry plants and some of our first runners. So I am trying to root that runner, so I'll have another strawberry plant. The grapes are growing out of control. The peppers are doing okay, and on this plant, I do have some peppers in there. And then I up-potted the 4 pepper plants right in the front row there that I got from the nursery as well. Strawberries and green onions are doing well. The asparagus I stopped picking to let it go to frond, to flower, to help with that root development underground. My garlic is looking amazing. And over here in the strip garden, the marigolds are thriving. This is going to be one of my Rampicante squash, which will be the first year that I've tried that. My radishes are doing well. I put up this little trellis yesterday for my asparagus beans to grow on. The volunteer tomato is still doing well. It did catch a little bit of a beating in the wind, but I got that clipped back up there. My sugar snap peas are doing well. Those giant plants right there that I put in the ground are actually pumpkin starts that I also bought at the nursery, but it's a little harder to see. But I do have watermelon and cantaloupe started there. So as we move through June, as we get away from that colder weather that we had in the spring, things are really starting to grow. You can expect a lot of exponential growth after heavy rains. So all of my plants are watered very deeply. That rain brings down nitrogen from the atmosphere, which is going to help with your green growth. So all of these should just continue to explode because they got rained on heavily this week. And on one of the grapes in my bag, I believe it's that one there, we actually do have some grapes on there. My chickens got into the garden and tried to eat that earlier this week. So I'm going to finish getting my buckets all set up. You might notice I added a string around both of my bucket garden beds. It's because the chickens were going up there, and they did uproot some of the small tomatoes that I had started. So that should keep them out of there. Even though it's only a string, it's going to make it that much harder for them to climb up here. I will finish getting my buckets laid out and get my 3 things of cucumber starts in buckets, and then I'm going to put seeds in the others. Cucumber seeds, eggplant seeds. I have a volunteer ground cherry that was growing on the deck, and a volunteer sunflower. That's one of the joys of having chickens that eat your fruits and then poop all over the place. So I do want to get my ground cherry over in one of these buckets as well. And then maybe some of my remaining onions in these buckets. So garden is coming along. This is really the last step on the garden. I am late doing it because of the goofy weather. So I'm hoping I'm still going to have time to grow those eggplants and those cucumbers. But it is a glorious day. It's going to be hot here. Get outside, get your hands dirty, grow something, grow flowers, grow vegetables, grow whatever you want, but enjoy the wonder that is growing your own plants. Remember, grow a little every day, never stop growing, and I can't wait to see you guys all back here again real soon and Come Grow with David A. Hit that like button if you like the video, subscribe so you know when I post my next video. Please, please, please hit the like button. It helps my algorithm, helps me get out there to more people, and I can't wait to see you guys back here again real soon. Juno.